Plus, a company that sells office products and stationery, and Sailor opened a store in Ginza called Ancora back in March. This is their storefront. According to Ancora's website, they are aiming to return to analog, providing fun, discernment, and the surprise of stationery. They emphasized customization, gifts, and your own products, or my products. In Japan, if you add the word my, M-Y, in front of something, it kind of means customization. So like my car, my phone, means that you can customize certain elements of that product. And customization is very popular with young ladies here in Japan. And certainly gifts were high up on their priority list, as on their website they showed their different kinds of gift wrapping. The store is sleek and beautiful in the upscale area of Ginza. Throughout the store there's dried flowers and assorted Sailor ink bottles filled with very light colored ink as a decoration. They had their normal lines of ink, like their studio ink, here with the swatches on top, and their Storia line of waterproof inks, along with their line of Manyo inks, which is supposed to be exclusive to other countries outside of Japan. Maybe that should tell us something about the word exclusive in the fountain pen world. And they also had an ink color mixing station where you can get a reservation to have the famed Sailor ink master Ishimaru-san to make you a customized ink color, again keeping in with their goal of customization at the store. They also had 2 limited edition Ancora branded inks, one a pink with a sakura on the front and one a navy with Mount Fuji on top. Though they sold Sailor fountain pens and inks, looking through the store you can really tell that it's a stationery store. They sold journals. These are marketed to men. They sold all kinds of colored pencils, both in singles and in large, beautiful sets. And here's a collection of like pastel chalks. And they had these neat little purse-like contraptions. This one holds cartridges, and then this one holds pens. I forgot that the company Plus made these erasers. You erase using the sides, and then you end up having a Mount Fuji as you use your eraser. They again had a limited edition set of 6 erasers inside of this little bag here. These erasers had the darker navy blue and sakura color that matched their limited edition inks. Their attention to detail was incredible, where the flap made the snow cap in their cutout Mount Fuji of the box. Now back to fountain pens. These pictures are from Ancora's website. Many of you will recognize the company Plus from their collaboration with Ca.crea, Plus, and Sailor when they made these Sakura pens last year. This year they put out another Sakura pen, but this one is in blue. Last year's set proved to be very popular, and I think this year's will also be. I didn't get one because I'm weaning myself off of sparkles. Ancora is also doing a birthstone birth month flower fountain pen series. They'll be releasing a new one every month, and this is the first 3, the April, May, and June. What's nice about these is they don't have a normal Sailor nib, but instead the birth month flower on it. And same with the finials. So far they've been that kind of matte or kind of pearlescent looking finish, which is very popular right now. They specifically mention women in their marketing material, and I think that's also the reason why this is a Pro Gear Slim Mini, and that's the reason why I passed on this pen too. I've been chasing too many minis lately. They also had the other Ca.crea Plus and Sailor collaborations with the goldfish on them, and I think Cat and Mount Fuji. And in keeping with their gift theme, their couple fountain pen set is specifically marketed as a wedding gift. The slightly bigger black one is marketed like a tuxedo, and then the white one like a wedding dress. The wedding industry in Japan is pretty nuts, and people give very expensive gifts to the bride and groom, and the bride and groom in return give very expensive gifts back. At $400, this will fit right in. But by far the most popular fountain pen was the Mai Mannen Hitsu, or basically build your own fountain pen. I've seen this before at the Inkunuma or Ink Swamp show, but not to this extent. I'll link the video to that in the upper right hand corner. But on this one it was crazy. You could choose the color of the cap, the end cap, the barrel, the section, and even your clip. You could choose if the clip was going to be gold or silver. All the different colored pieces were set up on this center island. Here are the barrels and end caps. And then you took all your pieces in a tray over to the counter, and after you paid for it, a gentleman would put the pen together for you. And this is the little machine that kind of presses all the pieces together. The pen is a steel-nibbed Prophet Junior and comes in this Ancora labeled cardboard box. And you get 2 cartridges with it, but not a converter, and the total cost is about $35. I get too freaked out about these pick your own or build your own things, so I just basically took pink and blue and just combined the parts. The nib is an Ancora branded medium fine steel nib. These ladies are filming their pen being put together. I stood around and watched many people really consider their decisions on their pen and really watch the guy put their pen together. I'm showing these ladies because they agreed to be filmed and they were so pretty and so very nice. But they, like so many other people that were putting these pens together, really seemed to enjoy it. I don't think I've been in any other fountain pen shop where people seem to be so excited about their pen. It was like Ancora was building future fountain pen users. But this may be a dry run for a future customization pen. At the back of their store, they had a coming soon sign, and it looked like it might be a customization for full-up Pro Gears. Now that would be awesome. Being able to choose the trim and the different colors of your barrel and cap and end caps, I think would sell like gangbusters. With an unerring eye, Ancora had a wide selection of really beautiful glass pens. To include this one, which looks like a kind of glass wing on the end of this glass pen. And also, if you look in the right hand side of the picture, you can see like a little pin that's in the shape of an ink bottle. And they also had these glass pens that had a white cat and a black cat on the end. There were also paw prints going up the side. They had that pencil sharpener set up in the store with a box of pencils that you could sharpen. The salesperson was explaining it to me, so then I took a pencil and stuck it in there, and it kept sharpening and sharpening. And the salesperson kept saying, "Let go, let go." I finally understood. And some sort of synapse in my Luddite brain finally made the connection, and I let go of the pencil. and it popped out on its own. It's a kind of automatic pencil sharpener where you push it in, it sharpens and pops it back out. You can adjust the little wheel on the bottom on how sharp you want your pencil to be, kind of stubby or really long and pointed. But this is just one more thing to show that this sailor shop was not a fountain pen shop. Ancora is a stationery shop, and they're including fountain pens to kind of make it a really interesting stationery store. And they're really marketing to women. This hand lotion called All Sauber is a combination of the word all in English and sauber in German for clean. It means all clean, and it's not any special lotion for fountain pens or anything. It's just because the bottle looks nice and it doesn't have alcohol in it, it won't tear up your hands. This store is a lure women into fountain pen store, I think, more than anything else. I feel like Ancora is to marketing like glitter is to fountain pens. And I both applaud them and think they're really smart in doing this. As many of you know, I like to collect minerals. In the 1960s, mineral clubs and rock hounding clubs were really big. But it fell out of fashion and many of the members were so old. And then the crystal spiritual people started showing up, and many of the old timers didn't like it and were not very welcoming. But I tell you, when you go to the Tucson Gem and Mineral Show, outside the actual gem areas, the majority of the people buying and selling are the spiritual crystal people, or at least have some connection to that. I credit them to bringing more interest into mineralogy and really growing the whole industry. So if you don't like sparkly pens or crazy inks or whatever, that's great, but support it. A rising tide raises all boats. Ancora is putting a really interesting spin on fountain pens. And to close out my argument that Ancora is a stationery store, here's a really cool little stationery packet in collaboration with Mizutama, the very popular illustrator. And of course, this is some sort of limited edition. You got this free little bag here, but I don't think it fits in there. It's just a free little bag. It's very Apple-esque with the white box and the little symbol sticking out through that cutout. You slide it out and open it, and it really does feel like you're opening up an iPhone or something. Inside is the little stationery packet, and the box is very well made. It has really nice corners, and then you can just remove this little foam. And underneath the box is like little tiny cards, just like in an iPhone box. And even the bottom of the box is kind of a flocked material. When I opened the box, I felt like it felt a little bit different than normal stationery kits. And it's because they're connected and they open by magnets, so you can have two separate little trays for your stationery items. Inside is scissors, a stapler, glue, and a little SIM card, like hole pokey thing. So you can pop out the SIM card on your phone if you travel or whatever and need to change it out. There's tape, a measuring tape, but it's in centimeters. And a cutter, and then a ruler. It looks like this little compartment underneath the ruler. And of course, this is a giveaway. Comment underneath the Ancora post in my Instagram, and I'll use a comment picker and announce a winner next week. This picture is from their website. Ancora is a perfect combination of interesting stationery and interesting fountain pens. It's a sleek, beautiful store in the really gorgeous area of Ginza. But unlike many high-end fountain pen stores where you feel like if you sneeze it'll cost you $100, there are things in all kinds of price ranges here, from a few dollars to hundreds of dollars. I really hope they're super successful because I want to keep going back again. My Life Mitts will be doing a haul video of stuff that she got here, and I'll link it up later on when she publishes it. In the lower right hand corner is a little arrow, and if you felt like you got something out of this, I'd appreciate it if you shared it on your social media. And some more administrative stuff. No one's picked up my last two giveaways, so I redrew them. For the Kakuno, the winner is Sarah S. And for the bobbin, the winner is Flow It Hard. If you guys could contact me on the email that's listed on my About page. Congratulations.